Hello, my name is Corin DuBose. A lot of people probably consider me to be a Bell Nerock or just don't like me based on the situation, but I'm gonna get straight to it because I've been talking for like 3.5 years straight. Um, this story actually starts way back in the 1980s, and by the 1980s I mean like early 80s. Like I was born in 1983, and I want to go ahead and dodge around any unnecessary drifting off the conversation topic. And I'm gonna let you know right now, man, dude, I drink. So if you hear me take pauses and casually drink out of this McHale's, what is it? This McHale's hard ale. I got the green apple can, and yeah, man, that's basically who I am. I'll go ahead and talk, man, but check this out, man. This is a UFO story, man, and I know it's gonna be a creepy one because it involves the afterlife. It involves the afterlife, man. And it also, I mean, you know, I come from a dangerous area that we call the hood. You know, the black community considers the hood to be where the poor black people live, whereas the rich black people or the middle class black people live in a good neighborhood, or what we would call a white neighborhood. Well, the people that live around me that are partially involved in this situation, due to the nature of the events that I'm about to try to describe here, they ain't exactly friendly, and I appreciate it if people don't talk for me, all right? And by the talking for me, it's not the same as sharing videos and other stuff. So let me go ahead and get straight to the point, man. Don't talk for me and mess this up. I was born in the 1980s. All right. Originally, I was staying. I'm not entirely sure the name of the housing project, but I knew it was on a street called Darkin Drive. All right. You can call my mother Sand, and you can call my father Wine. Yeah. All right, I just threw that out there so you know exactly what I'm talking about. I come from sand and wine. I know that sounds weird, but I actually come from sand and wine. All right, here's the moral of the story, though. Or rather, I should say the point of the story. A few years after I was born, when I say I became sentient and wasn't just a stupid toddler in diapers walking around, I began to have weird dreams that were impossible. Now, the first nature of these dreams depicted what appeared to be like an ancient, like, civilization. I don't understand it. It was like an ancient civilization made out of stone slabs, solid stone slabs. I remember there was a body of water nearby, and the people that were walking around were skinny, and they were tall, and they were completely bald. They didn't have any hair. And some of them, the ones that I seen, they had like kind of a magenta light coming out of their skin, and the other ones had a kind of blue light coming out of their skin. And I assumed that some of them were females, but I'm not going to get into how I knew or which ones were females. But the houses, they looked like they were mounds and circular buildings and stuff like that. And some of them had brick and stuff like that on them, and they had mud and stuff laid on top of the roofs with grass growing out of it. It was like maybe something you see on a Peruvian altiplano or something, you know, or some Nazca-looking creepy place. And after a while, they showed me that these beings had these type of energy weapons. And what they were doing, they were dropping out of another dimension. Like it was like they were coming out of the spirit world and they were fighting each other. But what I noticed, they were the exact same beings. It's like it wasn't a difference between whether they were blue or magenta hued. It was just it was total chaos. They were killing each other. All right, now let me jump off that and get to the further into it because my memory way back to when I was like 3 is terrible. All right, it's terrible, and so don't trust the accuracy on it. So I'm gonna get to the more up to date stuff. So my mother moves, and that's just the beginning of my dreams. And, you know, I know this story sounds creepy, but I was having weird dreams over there. You know, my father was big into like all those creepy unsolved mysteries and mysteries of the unknown stuff that came out in the 80s. And well, you know, and I'm gonna let you know that stuff didn't influence my dreams. But you know, this is a dumb toddler, so a lot of the stuff that I was dreaming about wasn't actually getting displayed on TV. It's like creepy stuff, like flying in dark spaceships with other people that look kind of like they were like, I say Semitic. Like when I say Semitic, I don't mean Jews with beards and stuff. I mean they like maybe say Hispanic or Middle Eastern looking. All of them had dark hair, dark eyes and stuff like that right there. And it was like we were on a spaceship and it was cold. And this is way back in the 80s, man. I was dreaming about creepy stuff like that. And it's like, basically I'm trying to tell you, it's like, it seemed like at the beginning of my life, I was having dreams about a civilization that got destroyed before I reincarnated. So in other words, I think I had several past lives, and one of them included a civilization that was destroyed. And I think it was, it might have been the civilization that existed before the flood. And as creepy as this sound, it's about to get creepier. So hold on, I gotta, kind of take me a little sip here, to keep my little scratchy voice from, getting a little too dry like the. So I'm a dirty South guy. I'm black. Yeah, I am black, partially Indian, and I do have a little French in me. I don't know how much, probably 1%. But in America, these people don't give a shit. You're black, you're black, you're black. One drop, the one drop black rule, and I don't care actually. I don't mind. But the reason I threw that out there because most of the people that report stuff like I do is it turns out that some type of Native American DNA or heritage is associated with these dreams and visions. So that's why I said that. But I don't have anything against any skin color and stuff, even despite what my Facebook account says. I talk a lot of crap, and I don't like people talking like me or for me. I want people to notice my manner of speaking, and I want you to notice that if you notice anybody that speaks like me, there's a good chance that that person is one of these CIA federal bastards that's been abusing it and copying my process, my thought process into other people. But that for a later part of the story. All right, so basically what ends up happening is after Duncan Drive, my mother moves into another neighborhood. The dreams continue. The dreams didn't end. In fact, during that time period, the situation actually got creepier. I don't mind that pause right there. And when she moved out there, it was still the early 80s. A lot of family members that were directly related to me were up there, and I made friends with several children in the neighborhood. One of which was a young, beautiful girl that I'll just call I'll just call her Ray. I'll call the girl Ray. I'll call her Ray for this video. And I'll describe Ray as a beautiful mixed race girl. But anyway, I'll just call her Ray. But anyway, I kept having those weird dreams. And what ended up happening was at night, what would happen was that I had an astral project. I didn't know what astral projecting was back then, but now that I've grown up and done a little research on the internet myself, and read people like Peggy Kane and David Icke and others. I've read a lot of people. I read several books. I understand there's a such thing as an astral plane, other dimensions, and there are alien life forms of at least 3 sorts we know about. There's these little spindly, skinny, gray alien type beings with huge heads and black eyes. There's several types of those. And there's humanoid aliens, and I know there's at least 2 types of those. The so-called Nordic aliens and the so-called Widow's Peak aliens. And that's what I mean by the aliens with the dark robes and stuff on, with the black hair. It's like, I don't know if they're rivals or they just happen to have, physical differences. They seem to serve the same agenda to me. Trust me, you people don't want to trust the humanoid aliens. I'm pretty sure they're pieces of shit. I'm gonna be honest with you. The Greys are pretty much in their pocket. So don't you go around thinking the Greys are here to rescue anybody. I don't know about any plot-ins or anything. Those little pink guys are benevolent. I don't know who they are. All right, they kind of look like the Greys, but if you get a good look at them, they don't look like the Greys. It's kind of like, oh, well, the Greys have an anthropomorphic form, and so do the little pink guys. But the little pink guys are they're shorter, they're more robust, and they have this, like, plastic skin look. You know, like, their skin is kind of plastic, shiny, like, looking. And their eyes are actually bigger and rounder than the gray aliens with their long, like, slanted, kind of creepy, just weirdness, you know, with the Greys. But, basically what I was trying to say is, there are several types, and there are these I don't even know where to begin with the reptilians. There is no blanket term for the reptilians. The best thing I can tell you about the reptilians, when we say reptilians, we mean the humanoid reptilians. Anything else reptilian in the astral plane or any other dimension is probably some that evolved millions of years ago, and they'll probably kill you. I'm just going to get that out there. Alright, if it's got wings and it looks like it's a bat creature and a demon or a Balrog from Lord of the Rings, you probably want to run in another fucking direction. Don't talk about it. Don't say it's flying UFOs and it's from some advanced civilization. No, it's probably some extinct species that exist in the astral plane, which is the spirit world where dead people go. The shitty dead people mostly, but and there are aliens in that dimension as well. Yes, I'm cursing a lot to some creepy classical elevator music in the background, but I'm gonna Alex Jones this shit to death. All right, back to where we were. I'm some black guy named Corin Dubose that came from a mother and father named Sam and Wine. My mother's Sam, father's Wine. I'm from Montgomery, Alabama. I'm not telling you lies. I used to work for military intelligence, but I didn't get to do anything except bullshit details. So don't think I'm a whistleblower. All right. I don't have any like fucking high fucking classified secrets to tell you, other than that a lot of what the military does in foreign countries is shit peaceness. They're pieces of shit. You're not spreading peace and prosperity or democracy. You're bombing the fuck out of people, and you're also conducting genetic experiments and shit around the planet, and also throughout the American public. So don't you give in that shit. And a lot of your genetic experiments started immediately after Project Paperclip, which is when they smuggled Nazi scientists out of Europe after they bombarded Nazi Germany during World War II. So this is where their little technological secrets come from, and this is how they contacted those humanoid aliens called the Tall Whites, Nordics, whatever the hell you want to call them. And the gray aliens are actually members of that same race. But what happened with the gray aliens was that the Greys decided to adopt a humanoid form in order to blend in and conceal themselves. Don't mix the reptilians into that gray alien shit. The reptilians are pretty much, once you deal with the reptilians, you're pretty much dealing with Mother Nature in the demonic reality, the demonic realm, if you want to call it that. You can say paganism. You're dealing with paganism once you start seeing reptilian creatures. Trust me, there are winged reptilian creatures, and they don't have any technology like these dumbasses are saying. All right, those white things are the Anunnaki, or the tall white gray alien / whatever the hell that partially created the human race. They didn't create us; they partially created us. Basically, found some ancient hominids about 200 million years ago and altered the fuck out of them and started making workers for themselves. And the reason why you don't have that much written history from humans is because the gods were writing everything and actually doing all the building of civilizations before we were created. And once they created us and made us do everything, the gods were basically dying out. It was just why they were doing it. You know why the gods were dying out? Because they did the same shit to themselves on Earth that they did on Mars. They blew up Mars. They blew up the moon base that they had. And then they came down here to this primitive-ass planet with gigantic birds, gigantic fucking mammals, demonic fucking reptilian dinosaur creatures that survived for millions of years and billions of years of evolution. And there was also a draconian race that kind of claims this planet as its own. You know why? Because they evolved here. When they came back, there was a shitty race called the Tall Whites by us modern humans. We're calling them God and all types of stuff. When these reptilians came back, they looked at God like God was a piece of shit. They bombarded the planet, killed every fucking body, and saved a few people that they thought were decent enough to save and restarted us themselves. So they didn't get rid of all the tall whites and the grays. What did they do? They moved under the planet and they evolved. Now we're dealing with a situation where basically two major powerhouses are about to clash. One is these reptilian people whose planet we live on. The other is they're shit pieces. Yeah. And these reptilians, I'm pretty sure they were some type of. Basically, this is my hypothesis. This reptilian race, I'm not sure even what they call them. The Nomo, whatever you want to call them. I don't know, but they are partially aquatic, and they are associated with those pink beings. And now you're probably seeing an interesting dichotomy here because the gray aliens are also associated with, yeah, you see where that goes? These reptilians might have actually been doing a lot more creating than we think. So the reptilians might have created the pieces of shit that are calling themselves gods. Because they're vastly older than we think they are. They're as old as the dinosaurs. All right? They evolved from a certain as far as I know, as far as I'm concerned, I know, they evolved from a type of bird-like dinosaur. All right, I don't want to go into that, but I call them ornithopod aliens. I literally call it ornithopod aliens. They evolved from a bird-type dinosaur, and they do speak in a dialect that is similar to what the African Sun Bushmen, the South African Sun Bushmen, wherever they're from, those people, they actually speak like them. That little that probably sounds fucking horrible. But anyway, but that's not all they speak like. They also speak like that movie, The Fourth Kind. It's like when they're speaking like in a clicking language, that's more along the lines of what those little pink guys would sound like. But the actual reptilians themselves, the humanoid looking reptilians, they pretty much, yeah, speak like that Fourth Kind movie. So, I'm gonna tell you an interesting story what happened to me up there in Atlanta and Birmingham. Years ago after I got out of the army, and I'm pretty sure over there in Iraq, is when they found out that that little girl that I'm calling Ray was a spiritual attached to me. I don't want to get into how it's possible because I just don't know. I don't have any family members or anybody that I grew up with that I could safely contact without getting shot in order to get truthful answers in this situation. And so, therefore, the FBI and the CIA is going to continue to lie and fuck up my life story. All right, so I was going to cut this video short and clip it because I'm drumming, I'm drumming on here, but hell, why not drum on, embark on? But basically what happened to me is I got out of military intelligence. I left running. Actually, when I say running, I don't mean I left without leave. I literally fucking left running. Oh shit, 5 days left until I get out of the army. I'm totally not going to iron this fucking uniform or wash these fucking boots anymore. I don't give a fuck. Matter of fact, I'm going to decide not to shave or brush my teeth for formation this morning. And I'm going to fuck home later on today. All right, how's that sound? But anyway, after I left those creepy-ass white people up there at Fort Campbell, and that unit, they dissolved immediately after I fucking left Iraq, they started fucking doing creepy shit to me. I'm pretty sure they RFID tagged my ass. And I do have a girl living inside of me, a spirit girl. Man, you know what that means, man. We're in a relationship, man, that involves love. Well, never mind. We're in a relationship. And it's a spiritual one. And I consider it to be a marriage because I started dreaming about and being in dreams with this girl since about the early 1980s, 89, 88, I might say. And I'm not putting this out here to disturb people or creep people out or to insult family members or other people's family members or to throw names out, but that's why I'm calling her Ray. I'm going to call her Ray. But what ended up happening was we began to astral project together because I astral project. And sometimes I astral project and there are other life forms there. Either it's those little pink aliens or sometimes it's those creepy reptilian creatures. Even though they might actually be in charge of the planet or fighting to retake charge of the planet, they are creepy enough because of the way they sound. And they look creepy. They look like humans with cone heads, and they move around very fast in groups, like groups of 3, maybe groups of 2, and they're creepy. I mean, they look just like those statues of the Ubaid people. I mean, that's what they look like. They look like tall, cone-headed people with like dreadlocks hanging off like the top of their head, man. Have you ever seen those little Chinese haircuts when off the old kung fu movies or like the Egyptian haircuts when the children have the little circle like on Stargate when they were fighting Ra? Creepy ass movie. You know, the Illuminati insiders made it, but that creepy movie there, that's what their hair looks like, but they're much taller than us. They kind of look like reptilians in grays at the same time. They look, I'm pretty sure those reptilian things are somewhere between mammals and humans, which means they're probably bird-like, or I mean, I don't know what the hell to call them. But don't forget that we have on this planet Dimetrodons. And Dimetrodons are those cell-back, fin-back things. They kind of look like the Spinosaurus from, what is it, Jurassic Park. You know, that's the giant thing that killed the T-Rex, you know, bullshit-ass fight. When they later found out that Spinosaurus was no more than a Dimetrodon relative, and a Megalosaur relative. And a Megalosaur is basically the awkward duck-walking dinosaur, which basically, it walked up more upright than a T-Rex. And it had, you see how creepy this is getting? There were predatory dinosaurs on the planet that were developing prehensile hands, forward-pointing eyes, and they were beginning to walk like ducks. In other words, they were walking like bears when they walk upright, or maybe like chimps and gorillas when they try to walk upright. And that's what those dinosaurs were beginning to do. Otherwise, they were walking on all fours. And their rivals were also like that, meaning species like hadrosaurs, iguanodons, and corythosaurs. Personally, I believe the aliens that evolved and became intelligent are not predatory, that they were more similar to corythosaurs or something like that right there. And those are duck-billed iguanodon like dinosaurs. I personally think that's what type of dinosaur became intelligent. And also, I think along the same lines, there were other primitive dinosaurs that were becoming intelligent, and some of those were bird-like dinosaurs. And back to my story. Something creepy happened to me after I left military intelligence, which is excuse me. You listen to a creepy drop. I am telling the truth. Give me a second. This video is excruciating, but I need to take a break. So based on my synapses of what the events that led to this situation, this creepy situation where I may be about to be shot by the FBI. It's the fact that these people found out something. I think what happened was when I entered the military, because of all that surveillance and stuff they do around the barracks, and the military is definitely going to surveil itself and make sure everything's going on all right on post. Whatever type of high-tech shit they had up there at Fort Campbell might have eventually, if not before Fort Campbell, hell, as far as I know, these people might have started this back in the 80s. Now, I have several theories. All right, this isn't just one damn synapses or This is not a coming-of-age story. This is not a chronological timeline of my life. I'm not giving you my life. I'm not sacrificing myself for Christianity or any creepy shit like that. I'm telling you, this creepy-ass federal agency, which I'm about to pull a firearm on and fire at them in front of this fucking house for treating me like shit for years in a lab rat. This creepy federal agency exists. And I think they deserve to fucking be chopped up and hacked to pieces rather than those people ISIS is killing. And that same federal agency is probably behind creating ISIS. But let me get back to the story because I'm going Alex Jones fucking nuts right now. I want to slap the shit out of one of these people. Alright? And yes, I love to curse, and I'm going to take me a sip real quick before I go off the deep end. Alright? Anyway, when I got away from these goddamn creepy ass white people, and trust me, I like white people. I probably like white people more than you think I do. You know, with making and listening to death metal and all, and the liking of white women in general. I mean, just you generally like different. And I don't really look at women as racist. I don't care if she's from Sudan or if she's from Norway. I don't give a shit as a woman. You're gonna take it or leave it. You're gonna eat it or not. All right, let's just be honest. We're grown-ups. This is a grown-up video, so I don't care about your little children who should not be following me on Facebook because they don't know me following me on Facebook. You know what I mean by you can take it or leave it. You can eat it or not. You can take it with a grain of salt, or you can take it in the shower and with a big gulp. All right? Grow your dumb ass up and continue listening. All right? When I got away from these creepy researchers, somehow they tried to keep me in their grips. And what they decided to do was use this sophisticated ass military defense grid they put in outer space called SDI SDF. That's SDI and SDF is actually the space defense program that Ronald Reagan pitched to back in the 80s, supposedly to counter Soviet nukes and aggression, which it was not. Totally fucking a lie, which is why it took, upwards of 20, 30 years to get it running. No, it took 20 to 30 years to get it running because they had to develop in secret. And while they were developing in secret, they had to launch hundreds of unscheduled, unannounced NASA rockets into outer space. While they were videotaping this fake-ass moon landings and stuff. Man, come on, that shit's bullshit. The real moon landing is on the internet, floating around on YouTube, and they found blown up buildings on there. They found blown up domes, radar dishes, shit that no one knows who the hell put it on the moon because mankind did not have the technology in the 1970s and 80s, and before that, when they were using Sputnik and shit. Come on, Sputnik. They basically, Russia launched a damn calculator into outer space with a few sensors on it to see if it was possible to put shit into outer space and make it orbit the damn Earth. And you better be a lot more thankful for Russia than you are. Because if it wasn't for Russia, these creepy ass white people in America would have already had our asses mannequins. Talking about they're going to have machines serving your McDonald's to you for after a while. Nah, they were going to turn us into the fucking machines serving the McDonald's to them. That's what the elites are. When I say there's two white people on the planet, they're the Olympians and there's regular ass white people who walked their dumb asses out of Africa, got landlocked, spun left, spun right, spun up, spun down, went over the mountain and got stuck and they turned blonde-haired and blue-eyed because black people have that gene. Black people exported every gene on this planet by migrating their primitive asses around. By primitive, I mean the early black people. The early black people that look like Neanderthals and Cro-Magnons. Modern black people are pretty much modern man. You look at a Sudanese person. What does a Sudanese person look like? A Sudanese person looks like a literal black panther. That's what they like, a literal black panther. A leopard person. A leopard, they like cat people. Beautiful black skin with a little, almost hint of blue in it. Especially their women, like that model, model from Sudan. I think she's from Sudan or Chad or some place like that, but she's beautiful, And I don't understand why people don't see black people as what they are. Black people are no different than white people. What happened with black people was that black people that stayed in Africa did not have any need to further evolve into a different racial type. Well, seeing as how those dumbasses are migrating, chasing those dumbass elk and not elk, but what is it? What would you call those little things? Those little things that springbucks and stuff like that. Chasing these emus and ostriches and stuff out of Africa, trying to keep food and stuff, and following little packs of wild dogs they were domesticated. They got their asses stuck up there in the north and froze. They froze, and as a result of freezing, they become light-skinned, and that blonde-haired, blue-eyed trait became more prominent because it was more useful in that environment. So they developed big noses and stuff. And that's why Native Americans have big noses. Native Americans are actually the black people that migrated towards Asia. But there's a reason I threw that little, bad, pathetic, drunken DNA history lesson in there. which I don't want to go further into because I threw myself off again. And anyway, I'm trying to get drunk while I'm doing this because I'm totally fucking pissed at the federal government. Namely because the real fucking FBI is supporting the creepy ass white people conducting this experiment on me. But back to when I left the army. Those people made sure that I stayed like this. Zapped the shit out of me, microwave my ass. And when I say microwave, they don't take your hand and put it in a fucking microwave and press number 1 and it fries your fucking hand. No, they have microwave satellite arrays in outer space that have been weaponized to use against not only people coming from outside of our atmosphere, you know what that means, aliens. They're also making it to use against people like China, probably, Iran, definitely Russia, because Russia rivals us in aerospace technology, and people like me who these aliens decided to contact and make profits out of, which is why I'm mad at God, but not really. I'm doing a lot of cursing and talking crap, but God is probably a lot more like us than you think. You know why? Because God thinks like a damn dinosaur. When those people that created us, when I say created us, actually what God did was terraform the damn planet. And he personally selected and created certain groups and pockets of intelligent life on this planet. Humanoid, but not really us. The earliest people, the Adamus were not us. We are not Adam. All right, we are not technically man. We're we're not. Well, I'm not. Well, put it like this. If you look like a Scandinavian, chances are you might have a little Noah in you. And by a little Noah, that means you have probably a little Adam in you. A lot more than I do. But if you look like me, chances are you have a little Cain, a little Enoch, and everything else in you. You know what that means. I'm a dark person. It means I'm one of the people that pre-existed the flood. And there's a history lesson in everything. There's a little crack in every damn thing too, so be careful what the hell you listen to. Some of these motherfucking shit will fuck your damn head up. You know what I'm saying? That's why I wasn't talking about my cousin when I said who fucked your head up. I posted that picture with that number 14, that baby when they spun you in the chair and fuck your hair up real bad at the barbershop because you don't know what the hell you're talking about and they want to set an example at you. Spun left, spun right, spun the chair around, put the clipper to the head while the chair spinning. Nyank, 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 nyank. The haircut, get your dumb ass at the shop, give me your money, deal with the door, close everything behind you, don't come back, spun your dumb ass out my parking lot, don't come back no more. Alright, back to the story. When I got away from these creepy ass white people, they started using this space-based weapon array on me. And basically what that allows them to do is track me everywhere I go. I got an RFID tag somewhere in my jaw, and it's basically probably on objects inside your body, they kind of travel over the years, and they'll throw a little silver cap and stuff over it, but they travel and they'll wedge down into your jaw. So when I should have got this RFID tag removed, I didn't, because I didn't know it was there. And then my mother actually appeared to me in a dream to let me know that somebody put something inside my head. And what did they put in my head? A RFID chip. In the same dream, my mother said they put that in my head. There was a look. She showed me that in the dream, she showed me that my silver filling fell out. It was a double silver filling, and when it fell out, it had a transponder in it. A tiny little chip like the size of a grain of rice. It was lodged inside of the silver. And this creepy ass unit, trust me, I'm going back to who I am again on purpose. My name is Corin DuBose. I left the Army, actually a corporal, not a specialist, although I should have been a specialist, but I had, temporarily switched to the National Guard. But I'm technically Corporal DuBose. But you can call me Specialist DuBose because that's officially what I was. I'm active duty. And we usually count active duty over anything else. But that's who I am. I was military intelligence on active duty, and I was a detail fucking hand in the National Guard. But creepy white people found out I had a beautiful girl that I grew up with, swinging on swing sets with, who grew up in a neighborhood called Rose Garden. Rose Garden, first it was called Rosa Parks Place, then Rose Garden. It's on the west side of Montgomery, Alabama, around the Civil Rights Trail area. And nowadays it's behind a liquor store and a church. Sound black to you yet? And the street is on. It's called actually Rosa Parks Lane, or Avenue, I think. But yeah, it's Rosa Parks Place, Rose Garden. But it's a beautiful little girl. I'm calling her Ray. I don't want to upset the family, so I'm not going to re-describe her. Well, let's say we played together every day. That was my best friend until they upped and moved in the early 80s, and I never saw her beyond that until I started creepily dreaming about this girl and her memories, where she went to school at, and the people she was looking at school, even the girls that did not like her. I was dreaming about the girls that she was pushing and shoving around with in the hallway. I mean, vivid memories. I mean, I remember a fat, dark-skinned girl. And when I say fat, man, I'm not trying to insult whoever this girl may have been that was fighting her in the hallway of whatever school that was. I remember the school was shaped like a square. The outside of it was shaped like a square, and it was like an old school building. When I dreamed about it, they were doing construction around the building. This was way back in the 90s when I moved to Southline with my mother. Actually, I didn't move to Southline. My mother moved to Southline with me. My mother was doing all the running of the show. And my mother was a hard worker. She was, yeah. Love, you gotta love sand. Sand was tough as sandstone. And that's the bricks that make up a house. But then my father was whining, and he was totally a pagan. When I say pagan, I don't mean wine was walking around with deer antlers on and beating on war drums like a Native American. But I'm partially Native American. So is my mother, and so is my father. So I'm probably about 10% Native American, 75% black, and maybe, I don't know, some percent white and Hispanic. But anyway, those creepy people didn't just let me go, because I have a spirit girl following me. Not only do I have a spirit girl following me, I have creepy pink aliens and other creepy reptilian sounding creatures. I'm gonna get back to the part of ATL in Birmingham in a second, but it's so creepy it's hard for me to make this make sense without just diving off into a different direction. Bear with me, I'm a drunk, I talk crazy, I'm unstable. My mind changes. I throw in random details that don't belong, and sometimes they do totally belong. But back to the story. These people found out this was happening, and I'm figuring they wanted to study it and make it look good while they were doing it. Like, he's a soldier. I'll be proud. Hey, Cassandra, your son is in the military. Hey, he's got a uniform on. No, they're totally fucking studying me, and I don't know about it. And I'm not going to know about it until I wind up a homeless bum with my father, who is also a veteran. All right, important these details diverging from the storyline. All right, but back to what I was saying. Now you see the setup. I can't run. There's nowhere I'm going to go unless somebody from like the UN or some personally knocks on the front door and then negotiates my ass up out of here before they blow my brains out and end American civilization, because my civilization is totally public. The world first leader has gotten himself involved. He shouldn't be. I'm not going to go further into that. This dumbass federal agency is allowing this shit to keep going forward with him involved, and they're trying to make me look like a homosexual pastor. What homosexual pastor? First of all, wait a minute. Let's dissect this situation. I'm going to have to make this video about an hour, maybe 2 hours long. I'm going to take frequent breaks, and I'm going to sip every now and then. And right about now, I think it's time for another break. Now, first of all, why would a federal agency come to Atlanta Decatur College and make a homosexual pastor situation out of some drunk black guy sitting at home cleaning his damn rifles and shotguns and stuff, doing low crawls and push-ups for good measure, being a drunk. Did I mention I was a drunk? Anyway, and with Behemoth and shit like in Mastodon blasting in the background while I'm painting art pictures. No, seriously. While I'm painting art pictures for actual art teachers. Some of these people up there, that AI Atlanta, the Decatur branch of AI, that's Art Institute of Atlanta, Art Institute of America. where they literally pump out the people who make Transformers, Spider-Man, some of the video games their children are playing, fashion designers that go on to basically make the wardrobe for, I don't know, the Queen of fucking Spain, Jay-Z and all these other guys. They take me out of the fucking art school so they can continue to fucking study me, and they have FBI hitmen and shit riding around Atlanta creating fucked up law enforcement situations so I can be shot, drug off on a damn stretcher and dumped in the CIA fucking laboratory. What makes you think I'm not gonna shoot you when you come out here to this house to get me to respond? What makes you think I wouldn't call the fucking Russian underground fucking creepy ass drug lord and order me some RPGs just for this event that's about to occur down here in Montgomery, Alabama? Not Birmingham and Montgomery, England, but Montgomery, Alabama. Birmingham, Alabama, when you were up there studying me and zapping me while I was trying to go to college the first time. And whoever that white girl was, I know exactly who you are. Don't do that shit. What did I tell you up there? That boy that you were talking about, that you said I was messing with, you fucking liar. And I hope you didn't say that. I think that was the creepy ass federal agency, because Brittany is a tough ass white girl that'll beat the fucking shit out of a black dude. And Skinny Po Charlie is not Red Charlie, my uncle. And yeah, I'm mentioning names. Hell yeah, I'm finna mention names on this video. None of y'all ain't got shit to do with this. Don't call talking about y'all coming forward on shit. Y'all ain't come forward on that. Y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. Skinny Po Charlie, a folk nigga, shoot the shit out you from West Alabama, and Brittany from North Alabama slap the shit out of a folk nigga cause she folk and she a white girl. Back to the story. Don't nobody call, no more calling, talk no more damn talking round, and don't nobody say nothing else for me without me. Don't talk for me cause you sit up there, you're setting your dumb ass up there telling the lie. Now stun your dumb ass round line. Alright, back to the story. Them creep ass white folk found out that girl, I don't, some folk don't say that girl was still living. She going with a damn white boy. Other folks saying there's a girl look like her going with a damn white boy. Think I'm talking about her cause I'm crazy as hell. And around here taking on folks' images and talking about them like they the girl. That's a goddamn lie. I don't know the hell you is. I don't know who that white boy is. Don't make now another video rapping about me either. Next time you make a video rapping about me, I'ma call every crazy ass blood nigga in my and Cassandra family from over there off that south side and invite them nigga to come around here and blow South London the fuck up. And if they don't show up, I ain't gonna give a damn. I'm gonna do it by my damn self. Start some shit and end the situation. Yeah, I had to divide from the story because I'm talking with black folk and I'm talking with white folk and I'm talking with every damn body there too. And I hope somebody in the international community. I come from a dirty South country black folk talking town where we cuss around, talk around, spun around, and every damn thing else. When I say spun around, how in the hell does spun around automatically means sexual situations? When I say spun around, I mean spun your dumb ass out my face because you doing some dumb shit. Yeah, here I am standing there trying to tell the truth. You done walked your dumb ass up with a lie. Mad, I'm talking about your little sister. Your little sister black, 8 years younger than me. Y'all some kin to me. I ain't know that while we were growing up. And now y'all around by talking about and then sitting around with your dad and everybody else talking about shooting and shit. And y'all ain't partially light-skinned. Spun left, spun right, spun your dumb ass out my face. When you spun left, that means you don't turn left. When you spun right, that means you don't walk right. When you turn out my damn face and get the hell on away from me, that means you round the corner, I can't see you no more. Spun round, get your ass out my face. Door to door, lock everything behind you, go home. Alright, back to the story. Hold up. No, I ain't time for a break yet. I ain't quite at my quota talking shit on you. No, I talk shit on this segment of the video, but back to the story. After I escaped these creepy white people, which I didn't escape, because SDI, SDF with Ronald Reagan probably didn't know that he was inviting these creepy ass white people working out of Area 51, White Sands, and some creepy ass site they call S4 where they test all kind of creepy mind control and they're doing genetic experiments and shit. Some of that shit's going on at Air Force bases. They hide these facilities in places that you would not think to look, like major airports and stuff like that, major military sites. Believe it or not, Fort Campbell, Fort Huachuca, and places like that actually have these sites on them. Fort Jackson has one. That's where Tradoc is located. Wow in the hell? I looked it up. I don't care if it's not a conspiracy to me. Don't say it is a conspiracy. It's not a conspiracy. You're doing this stuff. What the fuck it made you invite those creepy ass Nazis over here after World War II? Look, you know what? I'm diverging from the story. I'm gonna get to the girl and how she's important at the end of the video. But I gotta diverge and put some history into the situation. Cause I got dumb ass motherfucker talking for me, and I got my cousin them floating around, don't know which one I'm supposed to shoot me. You talking about my sister? You talking about my sister? Man, hold up, cuz. Man, I'm finna mention her name, and don't nobody run their dumb ass by here today talking about shooting. Nigga, it about 19 different niggas named Boosie riding through that bitch talking about shooting. That's a popular street name. I ain't caring about one or two of you dumb asses. Don't come back through here. Unless you the one I'm actually some kin to. And you know the truth, and you know how to set me up. When I say set me, man, don't come talking around about no dumping and swinging on niggas and shit. And all you gotta do is say, no, Corey, you don't know what's going on, or Corey, just be careful what you're saying. Don't talk like that right there, or else I'm gonna stop, go on swing on you, or bust. Or you can just come around and act like you the niggas that was keeping me from getting jumped on and shit when I was little. Cause remember, I'm the guy I'm talking about. I don't know. I think I'm calling him by the wrong name. I don't believe his name Boosie. I remember they used to call him Lone Boy for two reasons. Cause they used to get them old cowtail. That was that little candy thing, like a little candy thing. They called him cowtail. And I think he was the only one of a few black dudes that ate Slim Jim back in the 80s when they had them Slim Jim commercials when they first came out. With Macho Man and Hulk Hogan on them and stuff like that, snapping into Slim Jims and stuff like that. You remember back in the day when we had them old Monster Balls and Baby, what is it, Cabbage Patch Kid, Garbage Pail Kid cars and stuff like that. Yeah, they were on there. The boy I'm talking about, I don't know if y'all gonna remember. Y'all probably don't. But there were about 3-4 of them boys, all of them were about the same age, a little bit older. Not a little bit older. Well, y'all got years on us. When I got to elementary, y'all was in the 6th grade. So that's how much y'all got about at least 5, maybe 6 years on me. Basically, I'm a little boy to y'all, you know what I'm saying? I ain't even in y'all generation. But I'm talking about the boy used to hang out with my older brother. I'm talking my older brother by my mama that hung around. I'm talking about them boys. Now, it was about 4 or 5 of y'all. One of y'all was tall, real light-skinned, and you had a long fade, and we like a kid and play fade, not a Boosie fade, a kid and play fade. You had that old high top fade. Then the other one, them dark skinned niggas, had them old stack fades and stuff like that. You know, the staff step fade with the little yellow dye at the end of it. I call them Vice Lord fade. Cause that shit come from Chicago, believe it or not. That yellow dye at the tip of it. That's a Vice Lord fade. Some of y'all niggas were folk. And some of y'all niggas went banging it out, but y'all niggas were rocking Vice Lord fades and didn't know it. But back to the story. Y'all BK wearing, goddamn them British night shoes wearing that, Gucci bag wearing that nigga. They were walking around and shit going with them old 80s baby girl. And the 80s baby girl, them the one that were old enough to actually, you know what I'm saying, spun round. When I say spun round that time, I throw that out there to let y'all dumb ass know something. When I say spun round, I actually mean like what a drill sergeant or something tell you. Alright, formation, everybody, hey, I want y'all to, hey, hold on, stop here. Hey, why this soldier ain't getting in formation? I'll tell you what, you get down and do a push-up. Why you ain't got down and do the push-up yet? The front lean and rest, soldier, get in the front lean and rest. Soldier, stand at attention, please, soldier, get in the front lean and rest. Oh, you ain't gonna do it, soldier? Alright. You can't do one damn push, I tell you what. And if you don't do it, I'm gonna goddamn go the hell out. Swing your dumb ass in a circle until everybody get through eating out. Cause you can't do one damn push up or get your ass in formation right and can't stay your dumb ass in step. Spun left, spun right, spun up, spun down, spun your dumb ass in a circle. Spun on, keep spinning, spun on, keep spinning, spun your dumb ass around some more, spun on some more, stop spinning. Alright, now you got 5 minutes left to eat. Everybody done ate good. You got 5 minutes left to eat. Now eat your dumb ass 5 minutes. And then I gave you double rest and make sure you ain't gonna have time to eat. Cause you're hungry here, you spun around in the damn circle. All right, hurry up, spun on, keep spinning, eat on, keep eating. Spun, get up. When I say spun around when you eat. Spun around while you eat, spun around with you to eat left, right, eat left and right. You got to be dumb as hell to believe there's a sissy pastor out here. Y'all got my cousin and uncle and them around here talking crazy. Don't you call your ass back up there to nobody or whatever the fuck them folks said you supposed to did to my shooting and wedding the hell, sisters and coming back from the army and shit like that. Nigga, I came back from the army running with a goddamn bottle or goddamn Everclear. Hurry up and get my ass away from these creep ass white folk Rick Ross was talking about. Spun your dumb ass out of Fort Campbell. Don't come back no more. We found out they were conducting a genetic experiment on you, and we run your dumb ass home. Run left, run right, run your dumb ass home. Don't come back up here. Go down there and work for churches. Work for the chicken house, wherever the hell they hire at. Went straight to the chicken house, got me a job for a little while. They were talking around up there at the chicken house. Crazy as hell. Like y'all, I heard about what y'all been doing to my brother and them on them jobs. Call me a sissy. Now, I ain't no sissy, but I damn sure sissy Wiley your ass. And I said Sissy Wiley because the folk from the coat don't know what Sissy Wiley will do. Now, if I was a sissy, I guarantee you I'd be still in Atlanta. And I think y'all don't take too much. I don't want to talk about too much more. I didn't want any. I officially did not want any. Rolled one up real fast, spun my truck around the corner and sped the fuck up the street, turned the corner and go and went up where I was going. Now, spun your dumb ass with your way and don't talk around no more. Respect y'all goddamn folks around here too. Cause y'all doing dumb shit. That's why you're sleeping on my couch and shit over the night. Now bring your dumb ass right. Bring your dumb ass up. Do your dumb ass right. You don't take all that. Back to the story about me and that little girl. One day you gonna die. It ain't no damn pastor spun round. One day your ass gonna get spun up under the damn ground. Your body gonna be spun. Your lungs ain't gonna be breathing and your heart ain't gonna be beating no damn more. I ain't no preacher, but I can so talk like one. It's the wrong day. It ain't Sunday. I ain't making fun of these preachers. But I can show if I want to. And when you go to a real church with the Holy Spirit in it, when you go to a real one, what do? It don't have to be tomorrow. It don't have to be today. It don't have to be Sunday. But God can say whatever he want to damn say. And he can curse if he want to because he made you. I can cuss your ass out. I can cuss your ass in. I can bless you in and I can bless your dumb ass out. Just like a street gang, I can stump you down. I can stump you up. I can walk across you. I can walk on you. I can raise up. I can raise your dumb ass down. Raise your dumb ass left. Raise your dumb ass right. I can raise your dumb ass the way I want to. If you don't do right. Because you're not doing right. Now, I spring your dumb ass over to Reverend Do Right Church. They'll tell you how bad you is and hurt your feelings every Sunday. And while you talk about me and say I'm supposed to be saving everybody because you finna shoot me. And he ain't gonna be the one shooting. I bet ain't no black person gonna come out here and do all the shooting. What a black person got the microwaves? What a black person up there don't know how to behave or made it to the White House? What a black person ain't got good damn sense. I think you're a damn fool. Folk testing missiles and you around here studying sisters and stools. You know damn well didn't nobody go up there in Calhoun bathroom unless they wash our face. And them ladies that worked there during the day gave us a little pass on that because we were stuck all up out those. We were stuck. You know what I was finna say, but I did not say. We smelled like a whole bunch of donkeys rolling back in the day. So I walk in your stove smelling like Eeyore. From Winnie the Pooh. Can't shop at Winn-Dixie, so I'm gonna have to come to Calhoun and shop with you. Why y'all did that, man, like that, sitting your dumb ass around, talking your dumb ass around, turning your dumb ass left and right line and shit, talking about that what we were doing. White boy Henry, now there's two Henrys. There's a black Henry that drunk as fuck and one of the wine partners. And then there's a white Henry. Damn, one of them ain't no sissy. White Henry ain't did a damn thing to nobody. White Henry is not no damn sissy. White Henry is was a Salvation Army worker, and then he was also working for a lady that owned a bunch of houses over round on Erskine and down through Washington Park, on that part of Washington Park, and around Alexander Street. That woman owned a bunch of houses, and she found the old white man that was working at the Salvation Army, and and stuff like that. And that man wasn't doing that, walking around making him a couple of dollars and getting him a newspaper and a couple of bills. And now I heard y'all been threatening that man, running him down, talking about doing something to him and shit, acting like I was participating in a Christian under killing over some sissy shit. And then later I was calling Star. They called that lady that because she was a dyke back in the 80s. Her eyes ear yellow. I did say that. Yes, I'm putting this out there. I'm putting it on YouTube. Don't follow me no damn more. Stop looking for that lady. Stop looking for me. I'm going to shoot at your dumb ass when you come out here trying to take for a break. And when I get through taking a break, I'm going to get back to the creepy shit and the creepy ass white folk. I did the black portion of the video right here. I went the fuck out, spun your dumb ass out my face. And a man going to put it on here this time because I'm tired of y'all talking for me. Spun your dumb ass out my way. I'm going to take a break for a little while. Hold up. Before I take a break, you knew it was coming. Yo, so, basically, you got to kind of wonder where this federal agency would get the idea of making a homosexual pastor. I mean, it's creepy as fuck to me. I mean, it's like these people are literally finna shoot me up there in Atlanta in the art school like 366 miles away from my damn family. With a spirit girl living inside me who was basically warning me to, around Atlanta and helping me survive that place. And I'm glad she was there now. That girl has helped me since I was a baby. And I ain't sure if that's the same person from Rose Garden because it certainly looks like. I apologize to that family, but I wasn't trying to bring no dumb stuff up. But them folk light-skinned. Everybody I know that I ever saw around them with light-skinned except a few of their aunties. And Aunt Lisa ain't your damn Aunt Lisa. Or they Aunt Lisa. 16 different motherfuckers around Montgomery Aunt Lisa. I got an Aunt Lisa too. But she deceased now. I love her. But, she on the other side with my mom and them. My mom and them be doing the same thing. They can come from the other side and they can speak to you. And when they speak to you, they be warning you. But it be about the future. But it be about the future about your own life. Because my mama will come to me and talk to me. That girl will come and talk to me. And Lisa will come talk to me. Even my grandma or my daddy. Whoever, whenever they get ready to. But when they do that, they what end up happening is they tell it from your point of view. She ain't gonna never say, well, folks sitting around thinking, well, my mama gonna come from the other side and tell me how to save the president and shit, or how to save America, or how to stop World War III, or how to stop climate change. No, my mama them gonna come say something like, Corey, you up here in Atlanta by yourself. Them white folks ain't really helping you. They studying you. They making you out of genetic experiment. They zapping your brain. The world finna come to an end because God tired of them doing stuff like this, and all of them finna die. One day you gonna die. And when you die, you gonna have an afterlife. When you get into the afterlife, there's gonna be stuff going on because you ain't gonna be dead for real. You're gonna be on the other side. And when you get there, it's gonna be demons, extinct species, all kind of wildlife, intelligent life form that you ain't never seen before, all kind of spiritual beings, dead humans, gangbangers, thugs, you name it, Nazis. I mean, and it's crazy. All kind of experiments, goddamn creepy ass fucking military super soldiers, all type of creepy shit. These people have been operating and reverse engineering creepy aircraft. Rewind, stop the record, scratch it. Annoying as fuck as I am, it's time to spin that whole goddamn recording around and Peggy Kane it for a moment. Alright. Just felt a little itch. Totally no insect just bit me, but I was random itch and for no reason. But anyway, alright, I'm finna literally Peggy Kane this because my conversation is being distracted. I don't know who's knocking, but now is not the time. Because I'm recording and I'll only respond to you when I get through. Exactly. But back to what I was saying. I don't know what exactly these... Hey, go check and see what that dog barking at real quick. But anyway, I ain't finna edit this video too much. I'm talking as last like I'm talking. And I'm trying to stay on point, but I'm being thrown off point. I'm listening to some weird song called Corunesh. Actually, a band called Corunesh. For the joy of it all. Call of the Mystic 2004. On music choice, of course. There you go, kudos. But anyway, I have no idea, but these people wanted to study me for that. Now, I think what they're doing is, because that girl is basically, imagine this, man. Creepily enough, that girl is basically attach their silver card to the same spot where my silver card is located at, which means although she's not my twin sister, we have the twin effect now. She might not be my sister, but now she might as well be my sister. Her spirit is living inside of my body, and my spirit is also living inside my body. So you know what that means, and I'm not going into all that crazy stuff, man. That's not what I mean. I'm not disrespectful with that. Think about what that means, man. That girl is intimate enough with me. When I say intimate, that means that girl considerate enough of me. And I hate to sound inconsiderate by saying so, but that girl is considering me enough that she would physically have her spirit living inside of me. And not only that, these supernatural beings are helping that girl and my relationship survive. Until these creepy ass people found out about it. Following me around, reading my thought process, psychic ass federal agents, all type of shit. Microwave, 0.44, gigahertz, post micro sound. Like, that's the stuff that makes your eardrums ring, and that can also, it's a sound weapon, man. Microwaves and sounds are very much alike because they're radio waves. Sound waves are radio waves, and so are microwaves. You take a radio wave, all you have to do is change the frequency. Just like changing dimensions, like David Icke was talking about, which is why this story is so important. David Icke and Peggy Kane are important. But the only point of beef that I have with Peggy Kane and David Icke is the fact that I'm ignorant as well, and they are some of my teachers, but I'm ignorant as well. I originally did not understand that the reptilians are not necessarily evil. What happened was, the good reptilians basically fucking lost to this piece of shit rebellion. And the reason they lost is because, think real good, think fast, think quick. The reason they lost is because the human race is basically a bunch of human shields now. And we're also lab rats to the guys that won. They were pieces of shit. They had the same technology. They won in the ancient world, but that doesn't mean they're gonna win in the modern world. Be careful when you read the Bible. Because that dragon that got cast down to earth might not have been the same dragon that you think he was. That might have been the guy that was trying to kill the people that were experimenting on us. In fact, that was the same guy. That's the Bell and the Dragon story. And if you follow history by now, you pretty much know Baal, the other guy, the god that nobody likes, the god that's supposed to be the devil. It's pretty much Enki's son, the creator's son. And in my cosmology, that is. Oh, let's get to the point. Man, I don't even want to mention the president. But President Obama comes from a worldview that is very staunchly Christian, Judeo-Christian Islamic. And I threw Islamic in there because Islam follows the book too. But your world says the God of the law God, even though you're a very law-violating people, especially you ISIS fuckers. I hope you ISIS fuckers know I hate you. I'm not your supporter. I'd have nuked you. I don't give a shit. I'm not Vladimir Putin. I would have nuked you just to show the world that I wasn't fucking around. Yeah, I'd have fucking nuked you. Muslim, I don't give a fuck what your religion is. I'd have nuked you. I heard about that video, and I heard about what you did to that Yazidi. They videotape. Never mind. Let's get off it. I'm diverging. But anyway, I'd have fucking nuked you. And I'm not like those racist ass people I was serving in the military with. They used to call those people sand niggers. And I'd get mad and go the fuck off from them instead. You call those people sand niggers, I call you a cracker, and now I'm on fucking temporary goddamn extra duty. How's that sound? Think fast, motherfucker. But anyway, who rat fucked the MREs? Back to the story. Why would you want to be involved as president in a homosexual pastor situation and edit out all of the supernatural portions of what I'm saying and have someone actually go over my words? And whatever I've heard they've been doing creepy shit to me. Just creepy shit. I'm sitting there typing on Facebook thinking that it's coming out, right? But what I'm typing is actually being filtered out. So when it comes out on the other side, it says something totally fucking gay. And you're gonna spiritually follow that shit? You're following a spiritual fucking lie. It means you're a fucking liar and you bear false witness. You're a piece of shit is what that means. Whoever those federal agents are pieces of shit. Talking about you must have missed your OPSEC briefing. These what the fuck did the FBI start talking to Tony Soprano and borrowing his guys to be the Secret Service and stuff? We're gonna go ahead and put the Italian mafia on fucking Secret Service detail. What is the CIA being run by fucking Rudolph fucking Hess or something? Uncle fucking Adolf at the CIA experiment on some black guy, and because I'm black, nobody's gonna give a shit because I'm black. All you have to do is be black and not be giving a shit about it. And that's exactly what I think. What I say on Facebook sometimes turns out saying not what I say, and I'm judging that by the voices and the public and the RFID shitty network. These people are on purpose trying to fuck my life up. Those dumb bastards found out this girl spiritually survived. And after they found it out, guess what they decided to do? Yeah, I think they're going to study my ass and see can they reproduce the effect. In other words, they might actually begin killing people on purpose to see if they can attach them to other people to create the twin effect so they can create, how much would you value a psychic super soldier? Somebody who could kind of astral project into the Russian president's residence while he's sleeping and basically choking to death in his sleep, like a succubus or an incubus. How would you feel if you had federal agents or federal researchers conducting sexual experiments on you, a black man who's 33 years old at this point? And you can't stop them. They're doing some of what they're doing is from outer space. Their technology is way higher than that, and they have me in a hook. They have me fucked up in a law enforcement situation where I'm basically about to pull a 20 gauge full of Magnum rounds and start firing on these white people out here. I would join a white militia before I go to the White House and work for you. All right, I want you to understand it. I would vote for a Republican black guy who hates my music before I'd come up there and support any homosexual liberal fucking congressional act. Damn near started a civil war the same day. The same day they basically blanketed the White House in gay light. Rainbow gay light. What in the hell? Or are you trying to get all black people killed and exterminated? Because that's sure as hell how you do it. The far right doesn't really like any lesbians, dykes, and homosexual pastors. And I'm not a homosexual pastor. I'm a death metal behemoth fucking crazy ass black dude. Yes. Who titles himself Bell Narok and has a creepy outskirts, is a society, lunatic fringe, black metal band called Bell Narok. And I'm creepily listening to classical music right now, taking pause breaks due to the sheer... you know what? I'm done, man. Like, I'm going to end this video. All right, I'm going to give you a quick synopsis before I do. I'm creepily involved in a situation involving federal agents, the president, supernatural stuff, a fake gay pastor that doesn't exist. Doesn't even fucking... who the fuck told these people that there's a gay pastor trying to save them? Dude, I didn't walk away from homosexuality. I'm going to tell you what the fuck I walked away from. I never walked into homosexuality. What I walked into was the fucking United States fucking military's fucking secret covert black ops, black site, black budget, unopened to the public as top secret classified as fucked up as genetic eugenics experiment shit that they began in the 80s on black people. The 70s and the 80s actually. And one of my little girlfriends was involved. Now I have countless thousands of black people in Montgomery, Alabama riding around thinking they're participating in a Christian honor killing while the United States is bombing Muslims who believe in honor killings for people just walking around with their ankles exposed. You're a fucking hypocrite. You're a bigot. You're a liar. You bear false witness. You cannot uphold a single Ten Commandment. There is not a single person in Washington, D.C. or working in the White House that lives up to any of the 10 Commandments. Not a single one of them. You have no morality. You have no moral high ground. You violated not only my civil rights, you committed a crime against humanity in order to support black comedy, which is what they made my life into. This federal agency that invaded the art school, that has been studying me since the 80s, more than likely. I think they really invited me into the Army to intensify the research and get better, samples and evidence of what they were doing, and which is afterlife research. It's afterlife research, and it's criminal. And so basically, I'm about to be shot because there's nothing I can do about it. I'm black, and they don't respect black people. End of fucking video. I know this video is terrible, but they don't respect black people. This video is excruciating. Rewatch it, watch it again, listen to the details. I go over the information wrong. But hold up, before I end, to these different folk felling around. First of all, for the dumbass folks, if you know damn well you ain't never lived in Rose Garden, why your dumb ass around here acting like you mixed in this shit? If your name just happened to be one of the names I mentioned a couple of times, but you ain't the same person, you ought to be shot in front of my house for pulling your dumb ass up just to look and spun your dumb ass out, calling folk whole ass bitches and running off up the street scared. Y'all the one be scared. I don't be scared. I be finna kill you. I don't be scared. I be thinking about blowing your brains out. When I go to McDonald's, I eat all my french fries before I pull the fuck out. You know why? Because I love french fries. I don't run up the street throwing McNuggets. Y'all dumbass do. So you went up there and spent all your money on these damn nuggets and shit and the french fries and throwed all this shit in front of my house. So get what I'm going to do. I'm going to pick all the paper and the trash and plastic up, and I'm going to spun my dog around to it, spun it left to it, spun it down through all the fries and McNuggets you throw it away, and let my dog eat real right for the day. I done fed him his dog food, gave him water, walked around the street, found all the nuggets and shit you throw, trying to make my house look bad. I'm going to shoot your ass you keep doing that. Now back to the story. Now for the families that actually used to live in the coat, man, I found out by 75% of y'all were carrying the wine, and a few more rest of y'all were carrying my mama, and come to find out everybody was carrying each other, even on both sides of the family. Except it was a couple of families up there when they were carrying up, don't nobody remember. Some of them old folks and stuff that was up there, just was up there and shit. I'm talking about the folks when I was a toddler, man. I'm not some big ass. I wasn't no grown ass boy back there raping no. Well, shit. I ain't talking about that boy. I ain't talking about that nothing to do with nobody don't know. Or nobody don't know nothing about what you did. But I ain't no creep ass nigga, no van with floating around the coat, sitting back in the bushes waiting on little girls in there. Now I was a toddler, and my best friend was a damn toddler, man. We were toddlers. All of us were freaking toddlers. We were little bitty toddlers. That means we had Tonka toys and wagon wheels to play with. Cabbage Patch dolls. Them boys with them fades were the boy that made sure we walked home from school. Know why we walked home from school? Because the creepy dude in the van, and the creepy dude in the Cadillac, or the creepy dude in the fucking random ass Jeep, or whatever the fuck they were driving. Just creepy ass random weirdos. Drug dealers, they was selling crack back during those days. All type of motherfuckers just riding around and shit. And bad ass niggas that older than your little brother by a little bit, that'll just beat your little brother up and throw all his book bag and shit in the bushes. Beat your little brother girlfriend up and throw all her book bag and shit in the bushes. And then cag the shit out of them the next day. Then when you find out about it, now you gotta walk them home every day. So now you see about 4 or 5 tall ass niggas with high top fades, kid and play fade, waiting to knock the shit out y'all ass. And what these dumb motherfucking federal agents did was spunt everybody around against me. So now I'm the nigga that was doing low down shit and cagging little boys and throwing their shit in the bush. And you know, that one no hint right there. I'm talking about myself. I was getting beat up on the way home from school. Cause my brother and them used to be gone chasing little girls and shit. And my older brother and them was on the football and basketball team, wherever the hell they were. And y'all don't put this story out there like I'm talking about hot, ranchy, love triangle. Man, we was 3, 4, 5. You know what we plotted to do at the end of the day? Older people, adults plot to lay down at the end of the day. You know what we were planning to do at the end of the day after we get out of damn preschool and Head Start? I'm going to ask my mama, can I come outside and swing on the swing set? You going to buy me a box of Lemonhead? And y'all dumb ass pitching this story right here like. Then y'all got my own cousin them, some of my own uncle them talking about killing me. Don't talk for me no more. Let me do the talking. I said it, little black. Here the video is over with. You dumb as hell if you don't know me. You dumb as fuck if you ain't from Road Garden acting like you is. And spun left, spun right, spun out my damn face.